Good morning, good fives.
Good morning, sir.
Right, we're finished with our revision. We are continuing with term 3's work, week 7 and 8, on page 160. Who controls the weather? This is not a question of who actually controls it. We're only going to be discussing weather reports. Now you will remember, before we started revision, we were talking about advertising and the language that is used in advertising. So in advertising, you use convincing language, persuasive language, right? I want to persuade you to buy something that I am selling. When we talk about weather, we're not using persuasive language. I don't want to sell you anything, but I want to inform you of something, right? I want to give you facts. I want to give you information, which means I'm no longer using persuasive language, I'm using informative language. Informative language means my language has information. So, let's look at the difference between persuasive language and informative. So, persuasive language goes like this. Please buy this pen. It's the best pen in the entire world. This pen is beautiful. It looks like, smells nice. It can write like nothing else. When you write with this pen, your dreams come true. Alright. Informative language is not like that at all. It goes like this. This is a green Pentel Maxiflow whiteboard marker. It costs 60 Rand. Buy it today. I'm not persuading you about anything. I'm just giving you information. The facts. Right. So I'm giving you, it's green. I'm giving you the name of the pen and I'm telling you it's a whiteboard marker. I'm done. Right. So when I talk about weather, I'm not trying to convince you of the weather. The weather is the best today. It's the most amazing weather. It's beautiful. It's beautiful weather. I don't talk like Trump. It's the best weather in the entire world, right? I'm just telling you, today the sun is shining. It's 26 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing at 15 kilometers per hour, and there is no rain and no clouds in the sky. So I'm just giving you the information, right? I'm informing you. So, when we look at weather and how it was reported, or weather reports, the people giving weather reports will give me just the details or just the facts, right? Okay, let's read on page 160. Who controls the weather? Long ago, people had many beliefs about the earth and the nature. What was lightning? When would rain fall? Who sent the seasons? These days, we have scientific information to help us understand the weather, and we can predict what the weather will be like in a week from now. Okay, now in social science, we're talking about weather as well, right? So we're linking up very nicely, and there we talk about the specifics of what controls the rainfall, how to predict. We're looking at graphs and all the details and scientific details. But in English, all I'm interested in is that you can talk like a weatherman or a weatherwoman, right? Because it's a certain type of language. Okay. So, if we look on page 160, you'll see this says, discuss the basics of a weather report. Now, you're going to answer question 1, A, B, C, and D. Question 2, A, B, and C. And the way you're going to do it is, you'll see there's weather reports for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So you're just going to read through that weather report and answer the questions. So let's quickly go through the questions. Before you listen to a weather report, discuss the following questions as a class. So 1A. How does weather affect our lives? 1B. Is a weather report useful to most people? Explain your answer. 1C. Explain why the following people could rely on a weather report. So why would these people look at the weather report? A sailor, a pilot, a soccer coach, and an events coordinator. 1D. Discuss the meaning of the following terms. Showers, cold front, drizzle, coastal belt, high-low pressure, high-low felt. Use your prior knowledge of listening to weather forecasts to help you answer. Now, remember what we learned in grade 4 in social science? There's certain places on a map that I can look at where there might be more rainfall, might be less, it might be hotter, it might be colder. Right. Now listen to a weather report, and after listening, discuss the questions that follow. So, I'm going to read the weather report to you. What is important is listen to how I'm reading and what type of information I'm giving you. Let's start. Thursday. Dry weather conditions continue over northern Limpopo and much of central and eastern South Africa. A cold front approaches the west coast, bringing rain to the southwestern Cape. Friday. The cold front moves along the southern and western coasts, bringing a chance of light rain and showers over these areas. Drizzle is forecast overnight for the KZN interior. Saturday. Light morning and evening rain on drizzle likely in places in KZN. Isolated thunder showers return to the Highveld. Sunday. High pressure ridges eastwards, bringing further rain to KZN and cloudy, cooler conditions to the Lowveld. Isolated to scattered thunder showers in eastern regions of South Africa. Monday. Isolated thunder showers in the central interior. Light evening rain possible along the south coast. Tuesday. Cloudy and rainy weather is likely to persist on the eastern coast belt while cool air once again invades the Lowveld. Thunder showers are expected over much of central and eastern Africa. 2A, B, and C. Name 3 areas covered in the weather report. State whether the period of time in the state what period of time the report covers. And C, identify 4 different weather conditions mentioned in the weather report. So at number A, you will see every time I speak, I'm constantly naming locations and places. Okay? B, there's a certain time span I'm talking about. So it's Thursday to Tuesday, which is how many days? C, identify 4 different weather conditions. So you will hear I'm constantly saying dry weather, wet weather, thunderstorms, light showers, light areas of rain, light drizzle, cold, wet, hot, cool, mild. Right. Those are important words that we use when we talk about weather. Okay. Good luck. You may start. Just after we're finished with that, I think let's continue somewhat to the next page. Then I don't have to record another video. If we look on page 161, at the bottom we see a map now of South Africa, and on this map we see the mountain ranges, but we also see the provinces and we see the capitals of each province. On the next page, page 162, you're going to answer questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's quickly read through those answers of those questions. Number 1, work with a partner. Unfortunately for you, COVID-19, you will work alone. Read the weather report on pages 161, 161 and point to the areas affected. So question 1, we're not really going to do, right? Question 2, discuss how you would describe the language used in this report. Use a dictionary to look up the following words and say which words best describe the language. Factual, descriptive, poetic, concise, flamboyant, or detailed. You can choose more than one, right? Number 3, imagine having planned a holiday to Durban to spend the whole week on the beach. The day before you leave, you check this weather report, the one we read on page 160 and 161. After hearing this weather report, A, would you pack differently?
Yes.
Well, it depends on the weather report. B, what other activities would you plan to do? So if it's raining, would you still go to the beach? No, now you would do something else. Maybe go watch a movie. Right. 3C, is there any other place that would be better for you to go? Number D, what would happen if you had not checked the weather report? You would be getting wet on the beach, not being in the ocean. Right. You wouldn't be getting a suntan, you would be getting a cold. Okay. Number 4, have you ever had an experience where you went on a holiday and the weather changed?
Yes.
Were you prepared? Did you have to make other plans? And did you have a good time?
No.
Right.
Yes.
So just to recap, you're going to do questions 1 and 2 on page 160 by using the weather report. And using the same weather report, you're going to do questions 1 or 2 to 4, because we're going to skip number 1, 2 to 4 on page 162. Good luck. Enjoy.